Going down is game number 2 this afternoon, the Founders Cup, the Akwesasne Thunder and the Edmonton Warriors. Time now to meet your teams. Your Edmonton Warriors, Ben Royer, number 0, Gary Coleman, number 4, number 6, Liam Elliott, number 8, Sebastian Simonson, number 7, Brody Stashnik, number 9, Cole Stashnik, number 10, Kylie Chef Andrews, number 12, Dave Menon, number 14, Graham Dickin, number 15, Jaden Wibbs, number 16, Christian Lanthier, number 17, Josh Dewart, number 19, Luke Royer, number 20, Levi Wolney, number 21, Mas Janosik, number 22, Brendan Otrachuk, number 23, Miller Scrimshaw, number 32, Lachlan Gordon, number 39, Caden Flett, number 42, Rex Wolney, number 77, Caden Gulka, number 88, Liam Pennick, number 91, Adam Wellner Bates, number 30, Lucas Bajik, and number 50, Carson Wells. Here's your lineup for the Akwesasne Thunder. Number 2, Aiden Barrow, number 3, Vance Adams, number 4, Ethan Seymour, number 5, Kyron Razor, number 6, Taogati Elijah, number 7, Tao Rio Taki Thompson, number 8, Onito Kua A Miracle, number 9, Stone Chubb, number 11, Zach Gignac, number 13, Warren Cook, number 15, Bryson Sunday, number 18, Kyler Johnson, number 19, Ryan Oakes, number 21, Kyron Gignac, number 23, Warren Oakes, number 31, Sawya Donny Thompson, number 33, Xavier Delorme, number 41, Caleb Malin, number 44, Rowan Dio Rourke, and number 71, Rowan Housecats Porter, number 77, Rowan Taketi Thompson, number 83, Rowan Howie Francis, and number 93, Teho Gue Rate Berrio. Time now for a greeting. The Founders Cup would like to respect and acknowledge that today's game is being taken place on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation, which lies within the shared territory of the Tsleil-Waututh, Katzie, Musqueam, Kati, Squamish, Stolo nations. We thank the Coquitlam First Nation who continue to live in these lands and care for them, along with the waters that is above and below. Time now for our anthems. First off,
Yo Hajine, Yo Hajine, Yo Hajine, Yo Hajine, Yo Hajine, Sanu Tenda Sungwaya Tanu hi engwa ista o wenjage na jo ho diage dage ha de honchi kwais wanu kwaya di gase en wado en hagen ha gaya Nagwetage Disa Unu Kwase Iwado Yo Hajine Yo Hajine Yo Hajine Yo Hajine
the Haudenosaunee anthem. Please remain standing for the Canadian anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true, no strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard
Good afternoon and Sego Ziwaguego to our friends back in Akwesasne on Mohawk territory as we welcome you to the Founders Cup here in Port Coquitlam on the traditional and unceded territories of the Coquitlam Nation. It's Jake Elliott with you, and thanks for joining us as we're teed up for a good one here on day 2. It's the Akwesasne Thunder who dropped their opening contest to the victorious Shamrocks 11-6 last night as they look to rebound against the 1-0 Edmonton Warriors, who took care of the Queen City Kings by a final score of 18-11 in their opener. Warriors will wear their black, Thunder will wear their whites, and be working left to right across your commuter monitor as this game brought to you by Mohawk Lacrosse, the finest in handcrafted wooden lacrosse sticks located on Mohawk Nation territory of Akwesasne. A family-operated business making the best goalie and player sticks for the past 25 years. If you're looking to touch a piece of history, you should start with Mitchell Brothers Hickory Stick. Email mohawklacrosse.net@gmail.com. Your three-man officiating crew, Ryan White, Jack Sylvan, and Vincent Burrell. As the two teams start to bang on the boards, we're set to go here from the Founders Cup. Blow the whistle. Let's play some Dewa Lado. We're underway in Edmonton. We'll pull the ball free, but it's the Thunder that come up with possession, as they took a lot of penalties in their opener, and I would expect a much more disciplined game here for Luelis Mitchell and his gang here today. They won't get much started on this shift as they're pinned up in the corner and the ball comes down onto the concrete. And it's picked up there by Edmonton and brought away by Stashniak. On comes Luke Royer, who had 7 points in that opening game. His brother Ben had 6. He's got the ball in his pocket now. So working on the far side of the floor. Back to this near side for Dickin. That pass tipped off of his stick. And that possession will go by the wayside on Edmonton. So still looking for the first shot of the game. In what was I want to call a lackluster performance for Saga Thompson. And look for the Thunder goaltender respond here in this one, as he a main catalyst why the Thunder are here at the Founders. We'll get an interference call here on Edmonton. It's Akwesasne ball. As on comes Denogata Elijah. Shovel feet. Pass to the crease, and a penalty call to come. As it looks like Levi Wolney will pick up the opening penalty of the game. Penalty brought to you by Extreme Threads. 604-346-9545 for all your jersey and company apparel needs. ExtremeThreads.ca. As proud sponsors here of the Founders Cup. Locally owned and operated right here in Port Coquitlam. Howie Francis will set things up here for the Thunder as he'll play the point. As you have Elijah at the shooter, a long outside shot goes wide. And it'll be picked up here by Miracle. Shot from the outside as Wells gets back-to-back starts here for Edmonton, and look for him to be the guy for the Warriors, as he was picked up from Red Deer with an injury to their starter in their final game of their season for Edmonton. And unable to go is Pinch. 45 seconds expired off the penalty time. Bad angle shot there from Dickin, well wide, and back across the center stripe it'll go. Half a power play to work with here for the Thunder. As out comes Zach Shanak. Ryan Oakes Jr. There's Kyron Lazor as well. Lazor will run a little motion. Here's Shanak. Back across. Set play on here. And Elijah denied on the doorstep. Excuse me, that was Francis with the take. As the goaltender Wells runs a little interference in behind the goal to get the clear. And Warriors will take a quick shot on the run. And a friendly bounce here for the Thunder. They may have numbers if they want it. Bodies pouring up the floor here. But they'll decide to work a power play possession. And another delayed call on here to Edmonton now, maybe for too many men out the back gate early. From the outside, Francis at the take and the stop there. But now it'll be a 12-second two-man advantage. And I think Francis wants a substitution, as you see it on your screen there. If you want to be part of the broadcast here at the Founders Cup, advertising opportunities are available to you. Go to info@bcsports.tv and get your company some exposure and keep the lacrosse free this week here in Port Coquitlam. Elijah will be the setup man. We'll see if he comes in deep here with the two-man advantage. He will. Be aware of the man coming out of the penalty box now, as they'll work down to the crease. Overhand shot right on, looking 5-hole. And that one stopped off of Warren Oakes, as Wells looks to get an outlet pass here. 10-second count is on. The Warriors will be called on that violation. And still lots of time to work with here in the man advantage. Jeanette. Oakes. Francis back out there. And they got Trayson Sunday at that right-handed shooter. Francis drags. Sunday steps into one, scores! Trayson Sunday opens the scoring on the power play for Akwesasne. And it's 1-0 Thunder as the clock's still moving here. And I think the officials aware of the time running on the scoreboard. And they'll go over to the officials and probably add a few seconds back onto the clock. As Trayson Sunday, a little quiet in game one against Victoria. Speaking of those Shamrocks, they are now 1-1. The Onondaga Redhawks now 1-1 as Onondaga gets past Victoria in game number one on day two. And they put up about 12 seconds back on the clock. I think we're set to go once again. Warriors pull the ball free and they'll come away with it. As Lanthier with the loose ball. And out comes the Warriors offense led by the Royer brothers. 18 goals Edmonton put up in their opener. Looking for their first here this afternoon. Pass knocked down, and away come the Thunder, which I think is the strength of this team. And Stone Chubb will play it back to Douglas Thompson. As he'll move in down that far wall. A little spin move from Douglas. He'll kick it high for Sunday. He'll let it fly again. This time Mawai. No reset on the shot clock, but there's a late chance for Elijah, easily handled by Wells. The outlet on the mark. And maybe numbers here for the Warriors. As Royer stood up, passes down to the crease, and that one gets away from Dickin. There's the whole Guilacta. Thompson comes up with the loose ball. I've been practicing my Mohawk all morning long here, folks. I hope I do the elders justice here. As Dickens slipped up, got caught. I can't say the turf monster, he got caught by the concrete monster there. Just a unforced turnover. Edmonton looking for a possession call off of the Thunder, and they may talk it over here. Three officials down on the floor. By the way, if you want to be interactive during the broadcast here, you can do so via Twitter. Find me at PXP, the number 4 Sports, as you watch on BC Sports TV for free. And it will be Thunder possession as we approach the 6-minute mark of this opening period. Just 1-0 here for Akwesasne on the goal from Trayson Sunday. to Zach Janak. As I had a chance to see the Warriors in their opener yesterday, my first look live and in person at the Thunder. This is Howie Francis, and I'm wondering if there is a relationship there with big Brandon Francis, because Howie is not a small individual, and neither was Brandon, Mr. Mohawk himself. Well, maybe expect Howie to be using a Woody if he's related to Brandon. Offensive player. Here's Royer. Into the corner. DeWart with the feedback across, and Suga Thompson will claim that ball in his crease. Clear up the far side to the captain. And Thunder will take a quick shot. As Sunday was looking for his second. They'll get the ball back here and a new 30 to work with. So the captain, Vance Adams, will make the change. And Sunday will wait for that change to happen as Francis comes on late. Sunday with a swim move. Good defense there from Edmonton. And forcing the turnover was Wolny. Now he wants to run. Legging it up across center. Double team closes in. And Wolny with a nice job to get away from pressure as he finds Dickin. Then Royer back on. DeWard as well. Here's Royer with a sub shot. Thompson the stop. And ball cleaned up there by Barrio. Barrero, excuse me. Adams dancing around, and he gets a nice pass off to Miracle. 1-0 to Gaywald. Miracle, he'll fire away. And that one kicked away. And a new 30 here for the Thunder. Lots of time to work with on the shot clock. Thunder want to go to the rack quickly, and they score. They no got to Elijah. Makes it 2-0. Just a one-on-one individual take to the rack. Finds a little space. Past Wells, it's 2-0. As Akwesasne out shooting Edmonton early in this one, 9-2 now. It's nice they're actually updating the shot totals. Something we did not have on day one. Mind you, the stats on the website still a little screwy. Hopefully they rectify that situation as we move along through the week. As the Warriors look to get on the board here. They'll turn this ball over once again, or will they? As they'll maintain possession. This is Liam Elliott. He'll pass off. Shot and a goal. Graham Dickin beats Suga Thompson through the 5-hole, and it's 2-1. Got to give a shout out to my main man back on the res in Akwesasne, Galiwade Mitchell, who's tuned in here to watch this one. And my man Joe Hall as well. I can't leave out Joey Hall as he tries to stave off elimination with their Snake Island Muskies against the Bucks. Thinking that game 6 has got to be coming up probably tomorrow, I would guess, if it hasn't been played already. Somebody give me an update there. There's Francis from the outside. His pass knocked down, maintaining possession. Here's Janak. That ball will be turned over. Managing to spin a pass away, but I think an inadvertent reset on the shot clock will give the ball back to Edmonton here as we're across the 9-minute mark. Here in this second game for both these teams. As Akwesasne will play Onondaga tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I'll have the call in that one for you. Edmonton will play the late game tomorrow as they will take on the host team, Port Coquitlam. As Poco with a big win in their opener over Onondaga. And I have a feeling after day 2 here, we could easily potentially see all teams be 1-1. We shall see. There's a shot clock violation on the Warriors. So back to the offense come the Thunder. Warren Oakes down this near wall. Lots of time on the shot clock. He's got it over to Miracle. He'll find his man. That's Lazor. He'll weave down low, goal line extended. Oakes has a look towards the net. Pass inside, and a good look there for Elijah, who wasn't quite ready to accept the feed. And then a quick turnover there on the Warriors. Chance down low, and a good stop from Wells in tight. Yes, didn't really give himself much of a shooting angle. Got to take that extra step to the top of the crease to open up some net for you. Sunday didn't really move to the right area of the top of the crease there. Half a period gone. As the Thunder continue to outshoot the Warriors here 10-3. 2-1 your score. Here's a chance in tight. And that one wide of the goal. As Dylan Janak will outlet up this near side. Kyler Johnson. He's got a lane down the middle of the floor. Johnson, and that one goes over top of the net. And will stay on the back of the crease here for Edmonton. I think that's something Victoria did very well in their opener here against the Thunder, was just run. Very fast team are the Shamrocks, and kind of had the Thunder on their back heel for most of the night, as Royer can't find the short side. Ball bouncing around, it's knocked loose. And Elliott will take it there. Excuse me, it's Simonson, who had a 7-point game in their opener. This is Aiden Biro. As he tries to spin his way to the goal. Harassed by two Warriors, and the ball comes loose. A bounce pass ahead here to center. No numbers quite yet for the Warriors. They'll take it deep in the corner, try to hit Royer on the trail. And it's picked up by Janasek, who is one of the pickups here for Edmonton. As Poco picking up a couple of players, Victoria picking up a few, and Edmonton as well coming into this Founders Cup. I had a question posed to me on Twitter at PXB for Sports on why Winnipeg, after winning the RMLL, not here at the Founders Cup. If somebody knows that, inquiring minds want to know. A reaching shot there, hit the post, and bounces right back to Wells. As Douglas Thompson had a good look. Back on is Ben Royer. He'll slide down that far side. And then had a stick checked right out of his hand. And Thompson will come down on top of that ball. Adams will clear easily. As back on comes Sunday. He'll get it to Francis. And down this near side it comes with 15 on the shot clock. Sunday on the tuck and go. Look far side, had a man parked on the back door and just didn't spot him. And the Warriors will come away with possession. Caden Golka will take it in behind the goal. The defender looking to dish off, and he finds Dickin, the goal scorer for the Warriors. Simonson. Dickin, that's a second or third drop there for Dickin. Maybe thinking about what he wants to do before securing the possession. Royer from well out, and the shot clock will expire. Dylan Janak with 6:15 here to go in this opening period. He'll find Douglas Thompson. He'll juke, he'll spin. Ball comes loose, picked up by Zach Janak. That angle shot, partially blocked, friendly bounce, and Wells with a stick save as he denies Zach Janak with the shot. Well, tight going here through 16 minutes of play. And kind of had a feeling it might be in this one. There's a sloppy turnover there on Edmonton. There's a nice defensive effort from Lolu Tagate. Hidden ball trick, it's with Francis. We saw a couple of hidden ball tricks on day number 1 work effectively. Sunday takes a big chop, then got a trip. No arm goes up, ball comes loose, and the Warriors will get possession back. Quite surprised no arm up on that. As the move pretty good from Sunday, and it looked like a leg was dangling out there, tripped him up. Pass over the head of Royer and back down the floor. Wells will pop out of his crease here with 14 on the shot clock. As the Thunder extend the pressure out near center, trying not to leave the Warriors with much time on the shot clock. Long ranger from DeWart made contact with Thompson, and the Warriors pounce on the loose ball, and now they'll get a new 30. Janasek, Royer, this is DeWart, pass inside, and Luke Royer cutting through, put it over top of the goal. Ben Royer's got it, and he's got a new 30. As they'll say, Thompson got a shoulder on that. Pass to the crease, dunk attempt, no good. And ball cleaned up by Warren Oakes. There's Daniel got to Elijah. And now Miracle. Across the top. A late stick check knocked it loose. Thunder knock it towards the Warriors' goal, but no further. And now maybe numbers here for Edmonton as they'll pull up and bring out the offense with 3:45 here to go. In a quick moving first period. Shots on goal 12-6 Thunder. They lead 2-1. Simonson. Royer. Double teamed. Somebody's open. Looks like maybe a bit of a zone here for the Thunder. Outside shot easily handled by Thompson. As the Thunder go 12-3 through the playoffs. 3-0 against Clarington. 3-1 against the defending Founders champions in Nepean. Then a 3-1 series win over Orangeville, followed up by another 3-1 series win over the Six Nations Rebels. A bounce shot wide, late in the shot clock now, as it bounces towards the Thunder bench and out of play. By the way, there is another lacrosse game going on in Major Series lacrosse right now as the MSL finals kick off from the ILA at Six Nations. And the Chiefs are up on the Lakers 5-1 in the first period. Pass inside, Royer knocked down as he tried to shoot. Ball goes out, quick whistle here. And off to the races comes Stone Chubb. This is Douglas Thompson. Sizes up his man. Comes into the top, got a room. Oh, a rocket over the top, caught the crossbar and skips out of play. On a quick release there from Thompson. New 30 here for the Thunder. Janak will kick it off. This is Chubb. Backhand shot right on. Wells the stop. Ball loose, picked up by Edmonton as they'll bounce it ahead here with just over 2 minutes to go now. Ben Royer back out wearing his number 0. As he'll be joined by Simonson across the floor. Pass to the near side for Dickin on a toe drag. Gets low, tried to feed in front. It's knocked away. Royer will pick it up with 6 on the shot clock. Simonson from the outside, sub shot. Thompson, the stop. Gave up a bit of a rebound. Well, Warren Oakes there to clean it up once again. Just a loose ball fiend is Warren Oakes. He always seems to be around the lacrosse ball when it's loose. Can't have enough of those guys on your team. Daniel got to Elijah. Here's Howie Francis. He'll pass off, 6 on the clock. Outside shot, didn't get through. And this will be a shot clock violation on Akwesasne. .1:15 here to go in the first. Edmonton pushing back in the shot totals a little bit now, 14-8. And this low-scoring first pair. We've seen a bunch of high-scoring games so far. This one a much lower-scoring game and tight affair as Thompson with another stop. And by all accounts, Carson Wells like I mentioned, picked up from Red Deer, one of the top goaltenders in Tier 1 in the Rocky Mountain League. And I don't think he had his greatest start yesterday as well as Royer, wiped out in the crease by Burrell. But we will get a penalty call here. So the goal will not count, but a cross-checking call to come. As Lolu Tegete will take the penalty, as we want to acknowledge Sam's Pub. This happens to be my local neighborhood watering hole. It's just what you're looking for in a pub, a relaxed atmosphere, great food, cold drinks, located on Elgin in the heart of downtown Poco. Pay them a visit tonight. Sam's Pub after the game, might do it. Fridge is a little empty, might go to Sam's after. Here's a breakaway opportunity. In come the Thunder short-handed, and they put it over top of the net. Stone Chubb. A glorious opportunity there to extend the lead to 2, and didn't test the goaltender. 10 seconds to go in the period. Make it 5. Got to go to goal. I'm not sure the Warriors know how much time's left, as Thompson makes a late save, and that'll do it for period number 1. Thunder will lead the Warriors after 20 minutes of play as they outshoot them 14-10, but only outscore them 2-1. 20 down and 40 to go here in game 2 of day 2 at the Founders Cup in Poco. You're watching live streaming lacrosse free of charge on BC Sports TV. We're back to the Founders in 10 minutes time. Sego Ziwaguego. Welcome back inside John Bailey Arena as we get set for period number 2. Here between the Akwesasne Thunder and the Edmonton Warriors. It's Lagawano with you. It's Jake Elliott. They call me Jumbo. Hope you're enjoying Founders Cup Lacrosse free of charge here on BC Sports TV. It's brought to you by Mohawk Lacrosse, the finest in handcrafted wooden lacrosse sticks, located on Mohawk Nation territory. A family-operated business making the best goalie and player sticks for the past 25 years. If you're looking to touch a piece of history, I got one. You should start with Mitchell Brothers Hickory Sticks. Email them at mohawklacrosse.net@gmail.com. Set to go here for period number 2. Thunder lead the Warriors 2-1. As the Thunder will start the period shorthanded. Below the whistle, let's play some Dewa Alado. And we're back underway as the Warriors now work left to right across your monitor here on BC Sports TV. And 1 minute and 13 seconds to work with here in the power play as they trail the game 2-1. As Simonson will set things up from the point. He'll go in behind the goal to Ben Royer, and I've been corrected on a couple of things. And as much as I hate social media sometimes, this is why I love social media sometimes. As the Royer brothers, actually cousins, not brothers. Evan Cree letting me know that Howie is actually Brandon's nephew. And I think that's all. Oh, I got a Winnipeg update, and apparently Edmonton beat Winnipeg in the RML finals, but it does go by province, so Winnipeg did have the option to come to Founders and decided not to. And why they decided not to is a question that I don't know the answer to. Here's Adams, and a too many men call. Oh, they're going to call it on Akwesasne for shooting a man out of the front gate a little bit too early. But that's not a penalty here with Lacrosse Canada rules, just a change of possession as they tried to force the issue a little bit shorthanded. You do it defensively, it will be a penalty. But coming out the offensive gate here with Lacrosse Canada rules, not a penalty. As, don't get me started on the rules. There's an outside shot. Thompson the stop, a backhand shot over top of the goal. And Thompson will claim that one in his crease. He's got a man way up the floor. Launch it up there. It's on the mark. Numbers here for the Thunder. In they come. And the shot goes just wide from Miracle. So back to 5-on-5. As Janasek will take it deep in the corner. He'll get a pick up high from DeWart. Turns the corner. He'll send it to the lefty. And Simonson will try his luck. That one skipping wide. 8 on the shot clock. DeWart spinning. Thompson stopping as he sachets away from his goal to make sure that one doesn't trickle home. 2-on-2 up into the zone. There's Elijah. Looks for a man off the bench, and he finds one. That's Warren Oakes. He'll drive wide. Oakes with a bouncer. And Wells, the stick save. No trouble with that one as he controls the rebound as well. Simonson right back up. 7 points in that opening game. Warriors will take on Port Coquitlam tomorrow night. Thunder will play the Red Hawks in the morning game, or afternoon game, I should say. 2 o'clock start Pacific time here from Port Coquitlam. A foot race for a loose ball. Won by the Thunder. Spin move. Right to the goal. Scores! Dylan Janak finds the top corner. And it's 3-1 Thunder as they get one in transition. Something they did not do a lot of against the Shamrocks, as they were the team being run against. This time they're doing the running. And Janak finds the far side. Update from Six Nations. 6-2 now as they're early in the second period there. And Edmonton has had the edge in the faceoff dot so far in this one. They win another. Gulka, shovel feed. Royer, and he hit the post. That one looked like it went out of play, but they'll continue on here. And the Thunder will have it. Unassisted goal for Jeanette. Barrero. He'll make a change, or will he? No, now he will. Pass to the crease. Sunday couldn't handle it. Ball bouncing around. It's picked up by the Warriors as they push ahead with Rex Wolny. And he'll pull out to the corner and let the line change happen. Keep those tweets coming at PXP, the number 4 Sports. Royer. 11 on the shot clock. Pass intended for Dickett. Gets away from him. And Lohandio Rourke with what might be the prettiest stick in the tournament here. The Black Widow, I'm going with that thing. I don't know if it's tape, paint, whatever. That thing looks nasty. In a good way. Dunk attempt won't go. Reset. Up for grabs, and the Thunder will take it. From behind the goal now, Shopping. Looking for an open man. And it's Elijah who takes the feed. Now it's Thompson. He'll play it off. Sidearm shot, handled by Wells. And ball cleaned up here by the Warriors as they'll get to center. As we approach 5 minutes in this second period, 3-1 Thunder trying to even their record to 1-1 after dropping their opener to the Shamrocks last night. Warriors won their opening game in convincing fashion over Queen City. But in tough here against the Thunder, but they will get themselves a power play here as Royer goes down. And who do we got? Looks like Lowen Nuskuts Porter will be off to the penalty box, as we'd like to tell you about Extreme Threads one more time here. ExtremeThreads.ca. Customize your team with Extreme. Sublimated uniforms, company apparel, decals, tents, jerseys, you name it, they got it. Check out their website, ExtremeThreads.ca, and customize your team with Extreme. Warriors sporting Extreme jerseys right in front of your eyeballs. Thunder rocking Projoy. I don't mind it. Good looking uniforms there for Akwesasne as well. Passing behind the goal. 1-2, scores! Set play for Edmonton. And they cash in on the power play, and they're back within 1. As they got the defense turned around. And right down the middle came Royer to tuck it past Thompson. Back to a 1-goal lead now for the Thunder. And the Warriors again will come up with another possession off the face-off after scoring a goal. As the pass just gets through here to Simonson. He'll have a look towards goal, didn't miss by much. Off the end wall to Dickett, he'll fire it in. And that one will bounce off the end wall out near center. Still 16 on the shot clock here for the Warriors. Simonson off to Dickett again, shoots quickly, and that one wide as well. As you like to see the overhand release there for Dickett maybe. As the 3/4 sidearm off the mark. Thunder say, let's slow it down and work a possession here after a long defensive shift. 2-man game works out well. And the pass connected, the shot did not. Ball loose. The Warriors will claim it. There's Dane Menon. And he almost turned it over. Oakes trying to fish it off the concrete. Well, it's Menon that comes back up with it. Chance to tie here. They're slow to set up. There's a Warrior, and Royer goes down inside the dotted circle. Around a screen. Overhand shot late in the clock. As Janasek couldn't find the target. And back to the ball, the Thunder will go. A spin move there from Miracle. Right near the crease, and he stepped in. As he got the shot off, but not in time. Long feet up, not a great one. And Thompson with the wooden goal stick will take that. And almost a near turnover here on Akwesasne as Adams did well just to deny his man getting the ball. No 8-second clear here with Lacrosse Canada rules, so all the time in the world, at least 30 seconds to get it across the line if you want. And they're deep into the shot clock here with 6 to go in it. And a long drive from Francis, easily handled by Wells. So Edmonton back to the attack. Simonson, and he just missed far side, and that one bounces out of play. No, they're going to say that made contact with Thompson, and I'm not so sure about that. New 30 here for the Warriors. Here's Royer, stepping in, fire, scores! Benny Royer will tie it at 3. As he found a little room, stick side, low past Suga. And we got a brand new lacrosse game here with 12:14 to go in the second. We'll bring it back to center floor here at John Bailey Arena. 7-2 Chiefs. Still leading the Lakers, 11 minutes to go in the second there. Ball loose off the draw. Warriors have another face-off win, but they're dispossessed quickly by a good cross-check there from Aiden Biro. Excuse me. Trayson Sunday gets a clear-out pick. Fake the shot, drive inside. Chance comes. Wells got a man up the floor here. That looked like crease play. And that ball thrown up into the ceiling here, and a turnover back to Akwesasne. So we'll get it set up here with Stone Chubb. Around a screen, high bomb, short side. Good shoulder stop there from Wells. Douglas Thompson feeds to the crease, tough pass to handle, and ball turned over as it was intended for Janak, but the pass was wide. And that's an early turnover in the shot clock, and one that the Thunder need to work a possession there after getting a reset and having a full 30, and they just throw the ball away with 5 seconds gone in the second reset. Royer dancing his way inside the dotted circle. Outside shot coming, right on. Thompson takes it in the logo. And he'll leave it there as the break on here for Adams. And where's the C for the Thunder? They'll bounce a pass for Elijah. Now Oakes, he turned it over. Here comes the chance for Wolney. All day, maybe took too long. Look, 5-hole, and it's in. I thought Wolney might have slowed down a little too much, but he knew what he was doing. And then drove it straight into the concrete as it trickles across the goal line past Thompson. And for the first time in this one, Edmonton goes in front by a goal. And you can just see the body language down on these two benches right now. Heads are down, shoulders slumped over here on the Thunder bench, where it is all pumped up on the Warriors side of things right now after taking the lead. And this is really a tournament and, of course, a sport where you need to control your emotions and ride the highs and lows of the lacrosse game. You're gonna go on runs. You're gonna have a run go against you, and you just got to manage your emotions here, because there's gonna be swings in games like this here at the Founders Cup. Hidden ball trick. It's with Sunday. He'll fire, and his shot blocks. But a power play here to come to the Thunder. And while we have a moment, if you'd like to keep lacrosse free here this week at Founders Cup, right here on BC Sports TV, the home of it, send us an email at info@BC Sports TV and advertise your company right here on the webcast. Opportunities still available for the rest of the week. Thanks, producer Tino. Tino will be back on the call here tonight as the Saints will take on the Kings. How about that for a matchup? Saints and Kings. Not bad. Power play time here for the Thunder. Francis in behind the goal. Passes back to the near side as they'll put a man in the middle now. Looking for a shooting lane. They get one. Wells made the stop as he denied Miracle a pretty good opportunity. And the Warriors get a fortunate bounce here for Golka. He'll dash to open space as we're across the halfway mark of this period in game. 9:40 to go, second period. 4-3 Warriors trying to go 2-0 out of the gate here at Founders. They won their opener 18-11 over the team from Regina. Golka scores! Bonus goal from the defender, Golka. And it's a 2-goal lead. That goal coming short-handed. And that's one there that I'm sure Sega Thompson would love to have back, as it came from well out, top dead center. Short-handed on top of that. And one that I feel like Thompson will normally stop in his sleep. Well, that one got past him. And it's a 2-goal lead now for Edmonton. Thunder can't worry about that now. They still have a minute to work with here on the man advantage, but just looking a little disjointed here as they're very slow to change on the power play, and now they throw it out of play. And they just are not looking like the team that went 12-3 through the playoffs and working their way right to the Founders Cup here are the Ontario champions. And they need to find their game and find it quickly. Tough to come back starting this tournament 0-2. Francis, whip, scores! Now there's one they needed. Howie Francis will make Uncle Brandon proud right there. So I'm wondering if I'm going to see Brandon in Oakville in just over a week or so away at the President's Cup, as Kanawage will make their way back to the President's Cup for another year. Bring me a stick, Brandon, if you're coming. All leather, if you can, please. Tell you, Brandon Francis, maybe the nicest wooden sticks I've ever seen. I don't know how he gets them strung up or who makes them for him or what, but man, he's got some nice woodies, dude. Brandon Francis. Edmonton back on. Here's Simonson, and Thompson can't stop that one. And I don't know what's going on with Sega Thompson right now. I think he's inside his own head. And he's got to find a way to get out of it and get back to playing the way we all know he can. That one going 7-hole from Simonson, right between the elbow and midsection. And it's back to a 2-goal lead here for the Warriors. 6-4 now, as they've tightened the shot totals right up here as well. Thunder still out shooting them 23-20. But they are the team trailing by 2. And a loose ball up for grabs off the face-off. A one-handed effort won't get the job done. And then the captain, Adams, will swoop in to scoop up. They want to work a possession here with 8 minutes to go in this second period. Trailing by 2. And on they come, but one pass and a drop. And Thunder lucky to get it back. Now they take a check across the back. That's going to draw a call. As Janak took one right across the numbers. Delayed call on here to Edmonton. Here's the shot. And I think Akwesasne is just going to take themselves right off the power play here. A retaliatory penalty. Or is it going to be an interference call? All three officials with their arms up here, and they'll talk it over. It's an Edmonton penalty for sure, and maybe just a moving pick call on the Thunder. As don't forget about Sam's Pub. There, Tito, is that where you're playing? Sam's Pub right there? Neighborhood pub, cold drinks, good food, good prices, friendly atmosphere, great servers, and right in the heart of downtown Poco, Sam's. That's Sam's with a Z. Sam's Pub. 5-on-4 here for the Thunder. 7.5 to go in the second. Francis from the point. They'll pass off. Fake the shot. Francis one more time. Lets it go. And Wells looking behind him. Kept it on the right side of the goal line. Warriors trying to get out of their own zone. And Wolney will do the job. And it's a double minor, and now a penalty coming here to the Thunder, as it was a 4-minute back check on Rex Wolney. But now a penalty call coming here to the Thunder. As the shot clock running here, long drive wide, and here comes the penalty call against Akwesasne. Sorry. Sam's with a Z. I'm being corrected. Sam's with a Z. Thank you. I'm as Canadian as it gets. I never say Z. I'm always a Z guy. Ryan Oakes Jr. will take the penalty here for the Thunder, and we'll play some 4-on-4 lacrosse now for the next 2 minutes. Simonson to DeWart. Jenna goes for Dickin. He'll pass to Ben Royer. And a little bit of room. Does Royer. Back it goes. Skip feed. Good stop there for Thompson as he goes post to post. And now we got a chin strap undone. Are they going to call that? Or a back in call, I believe. Well, the ball will go right back to the Warriors here. Fortunate break for them on the toe in the crease on the back in call. Van Royer stepping in, fires right on. Thompson takes it off the shoulder. And Lowen Nusguts Porter will come away with the lacrosse ball. Here come the Thunder. Thompson will settle. There's Elijah. Will set the pick inside. Thompson on the drive, falling down. Got the shot off, slides into the crease of Wells. Should be a wet spot there, and Douglas Thompson gets up on the limp. Keep an eye on number 7 in white. 55 seconds left to go in the penalty time to Ryan Oakes Jr. as they move into the back half of the double minor here on Wolney. DeWart takes a hard check. He'll get the pass off. Long drive over the top. Thompson gave up a rebound. Ball is loose. And scooped up there for Lolugeta Thompson. And the Thunder will bring it on ahead. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the second. 6-4 Edmonton as it was 2-1 Thunder after 20. So a good second period here for Edmonton. Have them in front by 2. As they're outscoring the Thunder. Oh, there's a bounce shot right to the top corner. Clip it. Zachinak with a beautiful bounce shot past Wells, and it's 6-5. That's an even strength goal as well. Oh, that's almost an impossible shot for a goaltender to stop. A left-hander coming, sweeping across the top of the floor, pulling it back to the short side on the bounce into the top corner. One of the toughest shots to execute in the sport. And Janak picked the corner beautifully. 9-4 Chiefs leading the Lakers late second period there. A late reset on the shot clock for some reason. Now the penalty time just about over here to Oakes Jr. He'll step out, still over a minute to work with here in the man advantage, and now a chance to tie here for Akwesasne. Francis gets it set back up. Elijah at the shooter along with Sunday. They'll play a little 1-2. Here's Francis on the drag. He'll step into a shot right on. Wells will take it up high and look to outlet through the middle of the floor. Fleck across the line. Royer will just kill a little time out high as he starts to creep towards the goal here with a double team coming at him. Royer with a jumper. Adams got a stick on that. Chance in front there for Golka, denied. Another shot there, and Thompson will keep that one out as well. Maybe time for one more quick look here on the power play. Under 4 minutes to go in the second, 14 seconds to go in the man advantage. Oakes will stay out there. He's got it in his pocket as he'll pass it off here to Lazor. Sunday will set the screen. Oakes will shoot it, and he'll shoot it wide. Takes a big old bounce off the end wall, and maybe a chance here in transition. As a shot clock violation on the Thunder will give possession to the Warriors, but we're going to get a penalty call here. And is it going to go to the Thunder for too many men? It will. As out comes the defense for the Thunder, out comes the power play for the Warriors. So Kyron Lazor will go serve the bench minor for too many men. As the Warriors were breaking out in transition, and it looked like Porter might have stepped out a half a step too early, and the three-man officiating crew will make the call. So with 3.5 minutes to go, a 2-minute power play here for the Warriors with this 1-goal lead. They set up in the horseshoe. Thunder set up in the box. Double screen. Here's Royer popping open. He'll tuck. He'll go down to the crease to Ben Royer. He'll clear through. Up to the point it comes Simonson. He'll fake a shot. Here comes the crank. That one's wide. And long bomb ahead. And a nice interception for Simonson. As they turn that one over, is just a little short on the outlet was Thompson. Pass to the crease. Warrior stopped as Thompson got in front of that one. No 30, no reset, and I'm not sure why. 15 on the shot clock. So lots of time to work with here for Royer. Skip feed down to the crease. Dickin fakes the shot. Up it comes. Simonson. Patient. Looking. Firing. Thompson saving. Ball loose in the middle. It's picked up by the Thunder as Porter tries to get out of trouble, and he'll find a man far side, but overshot him with the feet. So another quick turnover here, and the power play comes right back out for Edmonton. Simonson at the point. As you have Janasek at the righty shooter. Luke Royer will set the pick for Simonson. In behind the goal, looking for that same play again. Simonson one more time. Janasek, skip feed. Here's Royer. He won't shoot it. Now he will, and he'll score. And a penalty call to come as well. They'll go down as a power play goal. But Barrero is off to the box now as the man in the penalty box will come out and Barrero will go in as the Warriors restore their 2-goal lead. And they'll get possession after that goal as well. No face-off required after the goal here with a penalty coming right after the goal. Big moments here in this lacrosse game, I would say. With a 2-goal lead here for the Warriors. We're under 2 minutes to go in the period. And it's a 5-minute major up on the board here for Barrero. This could be costly. Simonson, again, the quarterback here for the Warrior power play. 1-2. Down to the crease it goes. Now Royer will circle around. Luke Royer, Simonson. Back to Luke, gets stood up. And he'll find a man across the crease. One-timer! The extra pass from DeWart. And Royer will tuck it in. Excellent ball movement there on the man advantage. And it's a 3-goal lead here from the boys from Alberta. So 1 goal off the major. And the Thunder got to find a way to get out of this period without surrendering anything more. And give themselves a shot in period 3. This would be pretty monumental stuff here for the Ontario champion to go 0-2 to start the Founders Cup. This Warriors team, of course, finishing 3rd last year at the Founders, the bronze medalists. But you look at the past 57 champions of the Founders Cup. And now another penalty call coming here to Akwesasne. That is just undisciplined lacrosse. Simonson stopped in front. But now it's going to be a 2-man advantage here, and a lengthy one at that. But going back to it, out of the 57 years they have crowned a Founders champion, 3 times BC has won it, and those came early on. Like, I'm talking back in the 60s and maybe early 70s. Alberta has won it 4 times. Most recently, the Shamrocks of Calgary, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have my facts in front of me, but point being, the other 50 times has been Ontario. And for Akwesasne, the Ontario champions, up against it here. Down 2 men, down 3 goals. And it's a lengthy power play here. And not saying you can't come back and win the Founders starting 0-2, but your road becomes all that much tougher. There's a stop from Thompson. And then ball just thrown down the floor here to kill off a few seconds, but Warriors pick it up quickly, and they're right back in. They'll keep Gulka out high. They'll bring on the offense. Simonson and Luke Royer on this near side. And here's Simonson. He'll fire over the top. Thompson will make the stop, gives up a rebound. As we approach the final 30 seconds, Luke Royer. As DeWart with the take, that missed. He'll skip it this time to Royer. He missed the pass. Simonson will drag. DeWart darting in, tried to go high. Thompson's got the save. Final 15 seconds. Akwesasne does have a timeout if they want it. Adams will take the run. He'll get past everybody. He's got numbers here if he wants it. Penalty call coming. Adams, and he's stopped by Wells. Oh, that would have been huge from the Thunder captain if he could have got that to go. But DeWart will make his way to the penalty box. That will keep the Warriors with a 1-man advantage. It'll be Thunder ball, but just 2.4 to go on the clock. So maybe time for 1 pass and a shot here, but they're down a man, remember. And Francis will just try to move to empty space and let it fly. Does register on goal, but stopped by Wells, and we're through 40 minutes here in game 2 of day 2 at the Founders Cup. The Warriors 20 minutes away from going 2-0. As they'll take a 3-goal lead into the 3rd period as they now outshoot the Thunder 31-28, and will start the 3rd period on a man advantage. We'll have that 3rd period for you in 10 minutes time right here on BC Sports TV, the home of the Founders Cup from Port Coquitlam, BC. We'll talk to you in 10. Welcome back inside John Bailey Arena as we get set for third period action. Jake Elliott with you here on Game 2, Day 2 of the Founders Cup on BC Sports TV. This period brought to you by Mohawk Lacrosse, a family-operated business making the best goalie and player sticks for the past 25 years. Want to touch a piece of history? Start with Mitchell Brothers Hickory Sticks. You'll email mohawklacrosse.net at gmail.com. mohawklacrosse.net at gmail.com. All right, let's get you teed up here. 8-5 Warriors. They lead the Thunder here with 20 minutes to go. Warriors with 1:58 to go in the minor penalty to Josh Duarte. Thunder and Barrero on his major, 3:07. One goal is off that major. And Janak still with 43 seconds to go in his minor penalty. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in the third. And the Warriors will come up with possession. So it's a 4-on-3 as they'll bring the ball in. 9-5 Chiefs, 4 minutes into the third period over the Lakers, by the way. They creep in. Royer, Simonson. There's Janasek, and just missed on the far pipe. Well, I'll actually say Thompson did make contact with that, so reset to 30. Another shot coming. Dickin denied. Nice loose ball here from the Thunder. But pocket picked. Ball picked up at center. Lead feed. Maybe a chance in transition. And good stop there off of Kyler Johnson. So now 4-on-4 for the next minute. Still 2 minutes to go in the major. Royer spins away but lost the ball in the process. Simonson will flip it over his shoulder. Royer a drive low. Bounces here for Dick and he'll fire over the top, and Thompson almost deflected that into his own goal. And then an interference call will give the ball back here to Edmonton. Janasek had his shot blocked. Adams got stood up but keeps the feet moving. He might have a path to the goal here. And he'll pull it out wide instead. Nice job from Adams to free up some space. Chance from the outside, and Wells down on a knee makes that save. Man, Wells has looked so much better here today than he did in the opener against Queen City. That's Regina, by the way. All right, penalty time over to Duarte. He'll go join the power play. Still just over a minute to go in the major penalty with one goal off it. And I think this would be a win here for the Thunder if they can kill off the remaining time in this penalty. They'll get a chance to chew another 30 seconds off here. As up the far side comes Dylan Janak. They'll bounce one for Trayson Sunday, who will run wide. A big fake there, Sunday. Skip feed, oh, quick stick, and a good stop there from Wells. Off of Elijah. "30 seconds to work with here in the power play. Hidden ball trick, it's with Simonson. And Royer coming on late. This is Dickin. Oh, he's a threat to shoot. Luke Royer, Simonson, skip feed. Ben Royer down in the crease. Thompson there in time. Royer will take it in behind the goal. Time ticking down here on the penalty. Royer to Simonson. To Dickin. Pass was low. Ball is loose. And Adams will get to it first as he knocked it ahead. Couldn't scoop it up cleanly. Still 10 on the shot clock here for the Warriors. Duarte shoots it, and Thompson will stop it. And Lolu Tagata. Thompson will get it across center, but no further as he reached out and might have put a hand on the ball there. Warriors will get possession back here. As the Warriors now 31-34 in your shot totals. And those 3 extra shots the difference. As they have the 3-goal lead. Here comes another chance. In transition. Can he bury this time? No. And then runs over Wells in the crease. Kyler Johnson with his 3rd breakaway of the game. And he's going to get a penalty for running into the goaltender after taking the shot. So right after killing off a long stretch of penalty time, this has kind of been the story here for the Thunder through their first game in 2/3, is just way too much time in the penalty box. And you know the Warriors got to be a little extra sensitive with contact on their goaltender, as that's how Pinch picked up an injury late in that last game of the season, stepping out of his crease and took some heavy contact, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, a dislocated elbow. The injury to the Warriors goaltender. So 2 minutes up on the board here for Kyler Johnson, with 4 minutes just about gone in this 3rd period. And another big penalty kill on the horizon here for Akwesasne. So the arena here at John Bailey quiets down a little bit. The motion, Royer, the shot, crossbar, and stays out, and then skips out of play. It'll stay here with Edmonton with a fresh shot clock to work with. Goaltender interference, the call on Johnson. Royer, Simonson, another penalty call coming, and another goal. Simonson from the point just drives it low through traffic and past Sugga Thompson. So I believe Johnson will come out of the penalty box and a new Thunder player will go in. And that will in fact be the case. As Lohan O'Rourke will make his way over to the penalty box here, and man, tough to come back in a lacrosse game when you have a man in the box for the majority of it. And Akwesasne's just got to find a way to rein in their discipline here, as it's just been a constant parade. And Edmonton capitalizing on their opportunities here on the man advantage. Speaking of opportunity, if you want to advertise here on BC Sports TV, go to info@bcsportstv.com and get in contact with us if you want to get your company some exposure here at the Founders Cup. Producer Tino didn't put up the graphic that time. It's okay. Let it slide. Now here we go, minute and a half to work with here on the 5-on-4 now. 5 minutes gone in the 3rd. Sebastian Simonson with the latest power play goal. He's got the ball here one more time. He'll come to Janasek, over the top with it, just missed. Rebound chance, and cleaned up there was Luke Royer inside the dotted circle. But the Warriors maintain possession. Cutting through, and Thompson down on his knees makes that save. And I would think Sugga Thompson is going to need to be perfect the rest of the way. 9 might get it done. But I think if the Warriors hit 10, and here comes the chance for Ben Royer in all alone. Corkscrew shot, and Thompson stopped it. Big time stop there for the Thunder keeper. back over call on the restraining line while shorthanded. And man, oh man. Dylan Janak will take a delay a game call here. And he might need a cold drink or some good food over at Sam's Pub after this game. Because he's off to the penalty box, and now it's another two-man advantage here for Edmonton. And you know, it's a turnover and just almost a nothing play there with Janak tapping the stick of the Warriors player on the way off. But you know, with three officials on the floor, they're watching everything, and they're watching Simonson bury another on the power play. And you know, you just know, penalties like that always seem to end up in the back of your net. The ones of attrition where you're playing hard and you get your stick up or you take a little extra on the slash or something, you can usually fight and kill those ones off. But the undisciplined ones, the delay of games, the too many men's, the retaliatory penalties, those are the ones that always seem to end up in your goal. Speaking of goals, the Peterborough Lakers have cut the lead to 3 on the Chiefs with a half a period to go in Game 1 of the MSL Final. It's a 5-goal lead here for the Warriors, looking to go 2-0 out of the gate here at the Founders Cup. They will play Port Coquitlam tomorrow night in the night game, 8 o'clock Pacific time. Onondaga awaits Akwesasne tomorrow at 2 o'clock. By the way, WLA finals begin tomorrow night as well. Bellies and Thunder in the Western final, and that is going to be a heck of a series. Tyler Johnson with a good run, trying to get to the goal, powers his way right there, and then lost the handle at the last second. Comes back up with the ball, however. And that should be a penalty, not just interference, and it will be. Took a healthy run, did Wolny. That was a little more than minor interference. That's the full 2-minute job there on the Warriors, who will take themselves off the power play. So a little extra space out there to work offensively as the Lakers get another 9-7 now. Look out. Good strip check there as Levi Wolny comes up with a strip check. Interference to call at 6:55. As we continue 4-on-4 here for the next 38 seconds. Slip inside Luke Royer. Hangs onto the ball. Simonson loads it up right on, and Thompson will soak that one. Lowenuskuts. It's Lowenuskuts Porter across the line. This is Douglas Thompson. On comes Howie Francis. Seems like a long time since we've called his name. Thompson turns, shoots, a bouncer, and here comes another penalty call, this time to Edmonton. Chiefs respond. 10-7. And it'll be a 4-on-3, but a very brief one, and then it'll be an extended 5-on-3 here for Akwesasne. And man, oh man, if you're the Thunder, here is where you got to make hay. Down 5, 12 to go, 2-man advantage for the next minute. They'll keep a man high, go 4-on-3 down low, or are they going to bring him in? He'll play the point. Francis tucking. Francis shooting, didn't get through. And then a soft interference call there will give the ball back to the Warriors. Maybe like to see the boys play a little bit there and battle for a loose ball. But I will say, the officials have been pretty consistent here all game long, calling it tight. And it's up to the players to kind of get the tone and the feel of the way the game is going to be played and adjust their game accordingly. And I think Edmonton's just done a better job of that in this game. Thunder with possession. One penalty now over. And here's an interference call on Adams. Again, soft but consistent. And now what do we got? Bench minor? Oh, man. And give him another. 10-minute misconduct coming. I know that signal, Tino. Had a few of those over my playing days. The old hands to the hips. Yep, that's 10. So they'll have to send another man across. And listen, I'm all for the officials calling a tight game, whatever, but let's also let the boys play some lacrosse here as well. I don't want the 3 men in black to be the center of attention here, as that one sneaks through. And again, DeWart finds the 5-hole on Suga Thompson, and I don't know what's going on. I mean, that is usually a ball and a shot that Thompson stops easily. And for some reason here at the Founders Cup so far, they're just sifting through him. And I'm not sure why. You can just see the body English on Thompson here. He knows he needs to play better. And he's fully capable of it. And I kind of feel like it's just between the ears right now for the Thunder goaltender. If you could see what is going on up in the broadcast booth here right now, the visuals are something else. Xavier Delormier is coming into the lacrosse game here for the Thunder in goal. 5.5 minutes to go from the ILA. Chiefs still lead the Lakers 10-7. It's 11-5, biggest lead of the game now for Edmonton. And it's 4-on-4 lacrosse here for 42 seconds. But the way this thing's gone, I gotta believe there's probably gonna be another penalty call before that comes to a close. A clean face-off win and a rare one at that. As Andon Bureau wins the draw. Long feet up. It's on the mark here. Tadeno Gata Elijah. Pick and roll with Francis. Bounces off a check. Feeds in front. And the pass intended for Stone Shop was high. 10 on the shot clock. Ball 200 feet away from where they want it. And that'll do it on the shot clock here for the Thunder. Half a period to go here from Poco. And, okay, I think we get it. I don't know why the horn is going off several times here. But they wanted play stopped, and I think, man, I don't know. I mean, that should be another penalty in my humble opinion. The Warriors player came out of the penalty box with 4 seconds left in his minor. You don't normally see that. Maybe 1 second you jump out a little early, but 4 seconds. That should be a delay of game. But I think they're just going to stick him back in there. And not only that, but they're going to give Edmonton the possession. So a fortunate break there for the Warriors. And maybe a missed call on the officials. 4 seconds is a long time. But I mean, they got a guy swinging the gate over there in the penalty box as well, and maybe you got to put it on him a little bit for opening the gate up too early. Anyways, 5-on-4 now for Edmonton. As Royer, Ben will shovel to Luke. Now Simonson to Janasek. DeWard out there as well as they'll play pass across the top. Shot over the top. Handled by Delormier. Long feet up. And on the mark there for Warren Oaks. Thunder need goals, and they'll be wiped out in the crease. And then we're going to get another penalty here on Edmonton. I think 2 penalties coming here to the Warriors now. Lachlan Gordon going for sure, and I think another Warrior will join him. And who do we got? It's Caden Flett. So it goes from a 5-on-4 for Edmonton to now a 4-on-3 for Akwesasne, just like that. And what has been just a penalty-filled game. From start to finish, quite frankly. And I mentioned this yesterday, you know, like I think there's 8 different referees here that are all kind of working together for the first time. And they need to build some chemistry together as well. But mainly the players just need to learn how to adjust the way the game is going to be called, whether it's, you know, playing loose or playing tight here. You got to adjust. And I don't think either team has done a fairly great job of that here today, but Edmonton has done slightly better. But right now they have 2 in the box. It's now a 5-on-3. Shot clock down to 16. Shot over the top, blocked. Gulka, the loose ball. He'll go for a run. Now Gulka taken down. No arm goes up there. He'll get it to Dickin. 1:05 left in both minor penalties to the Warriors. But the clock now, the main enemy of the Thunder, with just 8:20 here to go in the third. And they're down 6 and in danger of starting this tournament 0-2. Shot clock violation on Edmonton. Got to get to work here quickly if you're the Thunder. Francis. Across it goes Sunday. Skip feed. Here's the chance. And over top they go. Rebound. And that one went wide. Here's Francis. And Wells. No, they're going to call it a goal. It looked like Wells stopped it, but he didn't. So that's 1 goal off the power play here. They'll remain on the man advantage for 22 seconds. Just getting a quick word in here. Rule on the player coming out of the penalty box early. If it's his fault, time goes back up on the clock from when he left plus 2 minutes. If it's the scorer's bench error, time just goes back up on the clock. So thanks for that, but I have to assume just the guy in the penalty box opened the gate way too early. Warriors win the ensuing faceoff and a chance to kill off the remaining time off the penalty. But now the Thunder are going to take a penalty, but they're going to give up a shorthanded chance first. And that one bounced just wide. Man. Stay out of the penalty box. Both teams here. I can't remember the last time we played 5-on-5 lacrosse. One more shout out to Mohawk Lacrosse and Mitchell Brothers, the best when it comes to traditional lacrosse sticks. Over 25 years, handcrafted on the Reds in Akwesasne in the Mohawk Nation. Warriors out of the box, and now it's a 5-on-4 here for Edmonton. With this 5-goal lead and 7:10 to play. Royer, Simonson, Janasek. Down to the crease to Ward. Where's that Dickin down there, excuse me. With the top, Janasek with a shot. Shot clock violation. Trying to run onto this one with a quick whistle, and he bobbled the loose ball. It's Stone Chubb, but they'll get possession regardless. As Sunday runs on to a bounce pass. He'll dart away from two Warriors. He'll get a shot off, but well wide. As it'll bounce nicely here for Ryan Oakes Jr. He'll come down the middle of the floor, shoots it. Wells will stop it with his stick and hang on to the rebound as well. And it's over in Six Nations. Chiefs win, and they're up 1-0 in the major series final. The winner of that comes west to play in the Mann Cup, as they'll either take on the Salmon Bellies of New West or the Thunder of Langley. Simonson loads, fires. Good stop there from Delormier. Thunder now with 35 seconds left to kill off in their penalty. But they don't need a penalty kill. They need 5 goals here, and they need them in 6 minutes or less. That won't do it there. That one out of play. Give Edmonton full marks here to start this Founders Cup. Look pretty good against the Queen City Kings of Regina, and have followed it up with another impressive performance here against the Ontario champions. Simonson, flip it, Royer, take it, Delormier can't stop it, as it comes with 1 second left to go in the power play. So it'll go down as a man advantage goal, but the lead back up to 6 and 5:30 to play. Stop it, Georgie. I don't know if I've never seen anyone dance to Loverboy like that before. Yes. Mike Reno and the boys. All right, back to lacrosse we go. 5:20 to play here. Game 2, Day 2, Founders Cup on BC Sports TV. Jake Elliott with you, and Tino Farah back in the chair for the 8 o'clock and final game here on Day 2. Port Coquitlam, the host team, will take on the Kings of Queen City as DeWart adds another. It's slipping away from the Thunder here. They will play tomorrow at 2 o'clock and take on the Onondaga Redhawks, who beat the Victoria Shamrocks, who beat the Thunder last night. So Shamrocks 1-1, Redhawks 1-1. Looks like the Warriors will go 2-0. The Thunder will go 0-2. Port Coquitlam 1-0, taking on the 0-1 Queen City Kings later tonight. And if you had to handicap this tournament coming into that, I don't know if anyone would have predicted those records after 2 games of play. I certainly would have not. Chance here in transition for Edmonton. And a stop there from Delormier, and that should be back in, and it is. Appreciate everybody tuned in here to the webcast today on BC Sports TV. Don't forget, if you want to be part of the broadcast, you can email info@bcsportstv and get your company some exposure here at the Founders Cup and keep lacrosse free the rest of the week. Do it. Do it now. Well, maybe after the game, but do it still. Royer with 4:15 here to go. A quick pass there to DeWard. He was denied by Delormier. And now Dickin will try his luck. That one wide. Thunder breakaway. In the stick of Warren Oakes. As they'll flip it off to Howie Francis. He's keeping an eye on the Thunder goaltender here. I don't think they're going to pull him down 7 with 4 to play. Sunday spinning. Man knocked down in front. Sunday into the crease, and he'll be called. And the Warriors will get it back across center quickly. Rex Wolney. Don't meet a lot of Rexes anymore these days. It's a good name, Rex. Like it. Simonson to Janasek, scores. The lead is 8. And the Warriors pulling away from the Thunder down the stretch here in the third. Well, there'll certainly be some soul searching. And some reflecting, some game planning. And hit the reset button here if you can for the Ontario champs leading into tomorrow. Francis on a flip. Backhand shot. And that went off the goaltender and out of play. Another chance coming here, maybe. And Wells the denial as he's got the ball back in his crease. Long outlet on the mark. And numbers here for the Warriors if they want it. But they're up 8 and clock under 3. No reason to force things at this juncture. Just a slow possession here and a late shot coming, and maybe not, as they'll run out of time on the shot clock. And guess what? Another penalty. As this game approaches the 2-hour mark with 2:22 here to go in the third. And what has been an absolutely penalty-filled affair. A late power play here for the Thunder as they try and get their mojo going here late in this one. Outside shot off target. As Thompson couldn't find the mark. As look out from behind as Royer had his pocket picked. Sunday in behind everybody will take in the high feed. But the power play will come back out here for the Thunder. And if nothing else, maybe you just want to work on a couple of plays here late in this period to try and get your power play clicking. But they're slow to get set up. 13 to go in the shot clock. Skip feed down to the crease. Wells a stick safe. And then just losing the ball in the cradle. Gets it back and then takes a rough ride into the boards. That was Lachlan Gordon with the run. I don't know if he's kind of dangling his shoulder after taking that hit or not. He might go right down the tunnel, and he will. That did not look good for Lachlan Gordon, who ran up the wall and then kind of let up a little bit, knowing he had made the play, and then took a heavy check into the boards and comes off with an arm dangling. Sunday whistles that one wide as we move into the final minute of play in this one. Thunder got off to a quick start. They led it 2-0. They finished the period at 2-1. Well, then the Warriors turned it on in period number 2 to take the lead, and they have not looked back since, as they have ballooned the lead up to 8 here late in this game, and another Thunder penalty to come. Some Thunder fans express their opinion to the officials from the stands here at John Bailey. If nothing else, I'll say they've been consistent all game long. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to watch a game that has just been penalty after penalty after penalty. But again, they've been consistent all game long, and the players just have not adjusted to the way this game has been called, for better or for worse. Still one more game to come here on day number 2. An 8 o'clock Pacific time start for Port Coquitlam. The Saints will take on the Kings of Queen City. And you can watch it live free of charge right here on BC Sports TV. Warriors will just run out the clock in this one, as your players of the game will be Carson Wells for the Warriors, as he allows 6 on 41 shots. And for the Akwesasne Thunder, number 9, Stone Chubb, will be your player of the game for the Thunder. As your final shots on goal, 50-41 Edmonton, as they outscore the Ontario champions by a final score of 14-6. One more game to come here on day number 2. Poco and Queen City comes up at 8 o'clock Pacific time. We'll have it for you after a hour-long break here from Port Coquitlam. Thanks for joining us for this one. For cameraman extraordinaire, as producer Tino likes to say, Georgie Parra, for Tino Farab and Jake Elliott, and for the fastest game on 2 feet, and for the creator, thanks for watching the Founders Cup on BC Sports TV.